That's not the same guy running.
Well, good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and here we are. Your whole season boils down to this. We are at Elimination Hockey. This is, you can see it right there, your Tri-County semifinals. This is game number 1 against the Milton Winterhawks. So let me bring you up to speed on how we arrived here, because it's been a little bit of a trip. You can see that Milton ended up in the stands ahead and the standings ahead of us. They were in the 3rd seed, we were in the 5th. But along the way, we played them 4 times. The first game was a 4-3 win in favor of Oakville, right? And then we played them again in November right there. That went to a 2-2 tie. All right, fair enough. And then we slipped ahead up into our playoff brackets, and we played them twice here at home. The first game was a 4-2 win right there, and the second game was a 1-2 loss. That 4-2 win was a doozy. That was 56 seconds left to tie it up, and 12 seconds later, we scored again for the go-ahead, and that was it. That's the whole season. But what that boils down to, in those 4 games, that's a 2-1-1 record. Daryl, check this out. That's a 2-1-1 record. In those 4 games, we outscored them only 11-9 and outshot them only 101-89 in 4 games of hockey. That is tooth and nail. That is up against it. And that is the whole season. That's the way it's going to go. If this thing is not a nail-biter of a series, I'll eat my hat. And I like my hat. I don't want to eat it. But I expect this thing to be just a grind. Both teams know each other, and there was no love lost between these 2 teams. There's no secret. These 2 teams do not like each other. Now, there's a lot of friends between these 2 teams, but when they strike the ice and that puck is dropped, it is a battle. There's no messing around here at all. So, sliding up, you can see, there we are. That puts us in semifinal number 2. Burlington Blue is playing Center Wellington. We'll keep an eye on that one, but here's where we are. And it is going to be a ton of fun hockey. You can be sure. Starting lineups tonight will be Fanase on the dot, left side Stacy, right side Reisner. On the D line will be Ing and 2. We are a full roster. Everybody is here. Everybody is healthy. And your starting goaltender tonight will be Mr. Declan Ralph. Players will come to center ice, touch gloves. Nice game, nice game, nice game. You suck. Nice game, you suck. That's kids, man. They kill me. They kill me. All right, here we go. Just about set. We'll give the boys a chance to swing by the benches, and we will be ready to go. Now, on the clock, if you swing the clock, Daryl, you will see that shows 10 minutes. That will be 10-15-15. That is a no flood scenario. Every other playoff game we have played has been with the flood. That will not be the case here tonight. It'll be 10-15, 10-15. All right, here we go. Fanase takes a draw, puck squirts out in the middle. Fanase up over the line, gets turned back at the blue line. Stacy will gather. He'll fire it in deep into the zone. Down around the back of the net, Fanase presses in against the inboards. Broken up into the feet of Stacy. Stacy backfires the through. He'll kick it out front, just out of the reach. 2 will gather in. He'll try to slide it down deep in the zone. Broken up. Stacy will take it back. He'll bang it off the boards. Fanasi will gather on the hash marks. He'll get it high in the zone. Broken up. Down below the goal line. Puck is fired. It hits the top of the glass and rolls out of play. We'll get fresh lines out. The face-off will be down below the left side there of Ralph. Lambert on the draw. He wins it back, but deflects over to Milton. They'll grab it in the corner. Puck comes out in the middle. Fissel up to the blue line. Gets turned back. Puck goes around the back of the net. Little will backhand it to the open corner. Fissel will gather. He'll try to come up the boards. Try and move that puck up and out of the zone. Into the feet. But Little will gather around the back of the net. He'll move it up high in the zone. It hits a foot. Rakowskis will chip it up off the boards, but not deep through the neutral zone. Into the feet. Down into the corner. Little removes a player there. Puck goes back low in the zone. Curls. Little will play it off the boards. Up for Lambert. High in the zone. He's going to try and get that deep into the open corner. Puck goes down on the back of the net. Fissel with the forecheck, broken up. Rakowskis will try and get a piece of it. Milton will skate it up, picked up, but it's going to be offside as Kenty jumped the play. But Fissel had not yet cleared the zone. 8:25 will get a face-off outside the blue line. Milton wins the draw back in their zone. They'll go to the far side on the open wing. Hogerboom will get a piece of it. Kenty goes around the back of the net. Far side for Harvey. Harvey, cross ice for Chotar. Chotar trying to move that puck up. He'll slide it into the zone. Doesn't get deep. Broken up at the hash marks. Kenty will curl down to the corner. He'll fire it towards the net. Both teams still trying to feel each other out here as the puck comes high in the zone. Up in the neutral zone. Puck slides ahead. Skips through everybody. They almost got loose on a breakaway. Milton down in the corner. Real tight, in close. Milton with the shot on the short side, pops up over the net. We're giving these guys a little bit too much space. We got to close this gap to contact. Up at the hash marks. Trying to move that puck forward. Hogerboom's going to skate it up through the left-hand side. He'll slide it ahead for Chotar. Chotar down the left wing. Curls to the circle, center and pass, quick shot. Not able to pull the trigger as Reisner was there. He'll bang it off the boards deep in the zone. Reisner down in the end boards. Puck could go to the hash marks. Fanase will backhand it into the corner. Iannachi will come in, break up the play with the check. Puck comes up to the blue line, not out. Iannachi will curl high in the zone. Puck will come out of the neutral zone. Hogerboom has to wait. Puck goes down around the back of the net. Up to the hash marks. Milton around the back of the net. They'll fire to the open corner. Puck slides up into the neutral zone. Two will gather. He'll go cross ice to the open wing. Fanase will come down the right-hand side. Cuts to the middle. Gets tied up in the skates. Everybody standing still. Tricky spot to be in. Reisner will bang it off the boards in front of the bench. Gets fired in towards the net. Around the back. Loose puck. Open. Puck comes up to the line. Not out. They'll fire it back in around the back of the net. It curls to the open corner. They'll come back the other way. Iannachi will catch up with it. Now, right now, I'm going to tell you that Milton is starting to lay on a little bit of body, and we're not. And if there's one thing that we need to pick up right now is the physical play. It has to be stronger than what it is. We have to break up their physical play, and we need to match it because we are physically a bigger team than Milton is. They've got some big guys, but on average, we are bigger than they are. We have to play that way. It has to be played to contact. Center and pass out front, doesn't make it through. Around the back of the net, turn back into the open corner. Lambert will skate it up the left-hand side. He'll fire it up into the neutral zone. Down the right-hand side, Lambert, bottom of the circle, trying to send in that pass in front. Broken up, players go down as they come over the blue line. Puck is loose. Center and pass broken up. Lambert will curl, puck comes up to the blue line. Now it's hit over the line into the neutral zone. Lambert will slide it out, hits a skate. Fissel will gather. Lambert grabs it at the blue line, comes down the left-hand side, trying to slide over Fissel in the middle. Little gathers, quick shot, doesn't make it through the traffic, down into the corner. Milton will come up to the neutral zone. Little down deep in the corner. Down on the right-hand side. Stacey breaks up the play, gets it down deep in the corner. He'll go into the inboards with it broken up. Kenty slides it back for Stacey. Stacey comes up for Policelli. Quick shot in on net. Loose puck. Stacey on the backhand. Goes back for Kenty's side of the net. Stacey will sweep it over Kenty on the far side. Comes up to the hash marks. Puck comes up to the blue line. One man back. They got a two-on-one shaping up. Broken up. Center and pass. Goes into the crease. And Ralph will hang on to it. Face off down and to the right of Ralph. Fonacier will take the draw. Hiltzy will gather around the back of the net. He'll put the brakes on. He'll go back out the other way. It wraps around the boards for Reisner. Reisner chips it for Fonacier off the boards. Cross-ice feed. Just ahead for Chotar. It'll get into the boards, but icing will be the call. 3:14. That 10-minute first period is real short. That creeps up on you in a hurry as we're already down into the late stages of this opening frame. All the way back down into the same dot. Down in the corner, backhanded back to the hash marks. Chipped ahead for Fonacier. He gets it loose, 2-on-1. Coming back the other way is Fonacier and Chotar. Fonacier, top of the circle. Back for Chotar, quick out front. Oh, he tried to come back the other way. It was there, but he couldn't find the trigger. Down around the back of the net, Reisner will step in around the back. They'll force him at the other side. Broken up at the blue line. He slips it into the neutral zone, and Hoagie will gather. He'll go cross-ice feed, but it slips all the way through, and icing will be the call. All the way back down into our zone. Lambert takes a draw. Puck squirts out. Rakowski is trying to get down the right-hand side. He chips through, he gets around. It's a 3-on-1 in tight, quick shot. Quick shot, just blocked it over the crossbar. Rakowski has that bullet. He likes to use it from the top of the circle and down. Squirts it up again for Fissel. Down on the right-hand side, trying to break it up. Fissel gets in deep into the corner. He'll try and slide it back, trying to find Rakowski. It gets into the feet, deflected off. Milton coming back the other way, broken up. Ing does a good job to wrangle it. He'll go to the open side on the left-hand side down. Lambert trying to break through. Rakowski gets inside with it, trying to move it along. Bouncing puck in the neutral zone. Puck sent into the open corner. Kingsley will move it up to the hash marks. Fissel will give him a hand. Tied up on the boards. Puck comes up to the blue line. Shot, quick shot is tipped. Declan keeps himself square. Puck slides out. No icing. Sent up in the neutral zone, knocked down. Policelli will gather as he curls. He'll go D to D around the horn. Slides it up for Harvey. Right in front of the net. Right. That was real tight. We were in a good spot there, but just 1/4 stride in the wrong side of the blue line. Killed the play down dead. We had 2 guys in deep. Face off, but we just outside the blue line. Kenty on the draw. Sent in deep. Around the back of the net. Kenty gets the first touch on it. They go into the corner. Kenty and Iannacci working it together. It's tied up in the feet. Kenty keeps it pinned. We're inside the last minute here now in the opening frame. Kenty keeps it in his feet. He's going to cut to the middle. Slides out. Milton coming back the other way. Policelli breaks it up. Kenty breaks up the play. Down around the back of the net. Little will move it up for Iannacci. He's got Kenty. Cross ice feet, 1-on-1. Kenty now turns it into 2-on-1. And it's just offside as they were looking to get in deep in a hurry. So face-off will be just outside the line. 29 seconds remaining in the opening period. Fanasi on the draw. Stacey grabs the puck loose in the neutral zone. He'll fire it in deep. Reisner will give chase. Puck goes down in the corner. Fanasi will get inside, break up the play. They'll wrap it on the boards. Reisner will move it up, but we're going to run out of time with 2 seconds left.
0.2 seconds.
Guys, we're not looking to headman the puck. That's 3 offsides we've had in a row. You've got to headman the puck. And if it's not coming, you got to put the brakes on. That's hockey. 0.2 seconds left, so there's nothing in this. I'm sure coach will address that. Everybody's so anxious to get that first goal that they're just a little bit too aggressive in getting in over the line. You've got to make sure that you take care of business in that department. 15 seconds will go up on the clock, and I'm just going to wait for, not sure where he is. Yeah, but I don't know that that's accurate. So what is that correct? Really? So the shots on goal are 3 for Oakville and 1 for Milton. There's been a lot of perimeter play, but there haven't been a lot of shots on net, and that's indicative of some of the plays. Like the last game we played against them back on February 22nd, the shots were only 15 to 16 for the whole game. So I'm not surprised it's a low shooting period. Everybody's working the perimeters, working the boards, and not getting to the middle. I'm sure the coaches are looking for a little bit more of that as we get into the second period, now that we've kind of got the jitters out of the way. Lambert backhands it up for Rakowskis into the feet, broken up. 2 will gather, he'll come up to the neutral zone, gets into the feet, turn back at the blue line. Lambert grabs the puck, trying to slide through, and gets into the feet, and gets turned back the other way, sent deep into Oakville territory. Lambert slides in to give him a hand, puck is stuck in the end boards. Lambert comes away with it, he's going to skate it up the middle. He'll go cross ice for Rakowskis. Rakowskis will just slide it in deep for Fissel. Fissel slides it back for him, and there's a penalty going to be called on. Is it on us or them? So, that's a head contact. Let's see if it's 2 or 4. Did they have they called it yet? 2 minutes on presumption for head contact as he went into the boards. That puts us on the power play. Kenty with the draw, quick shot, blocker, big rebound. Kenty grabs it. He'll come back up the blue line for Hoagie. Hoagie with the shot, It's tipped around the back of the net. Puck is sent up the blue line. Hilty will get there first. It squirts up over the line, but Oakville will gather. Chotar helps to break up the play there. As they're pressuring us, we better get organized in a hurry. We got to make sure our passes connect here, boys. Hilty will hold it on the blue line. Quick shot goes in on net. That'll force a face-off. And we'll get a fresh set of lines out and settle that down. Passes have to connect when you're on the power play. You cannot waste those opportunities. It is too difficult to get those opportunities. And when you get them, it has to be tape to tape. Fernase will take the draw. We got Inachi and Reiser up front. Puck comes back for Little. Little will chip it back down in the corner. Reiser will go around the back of the net with it. Puck comes back up to the hash marks. Little will hold the line. He'll slide in the corner for Inachi. Inachi trying to center it out front, gets into the feet, and they will clear it up the middle with a minute remaining. Little will skate it up the right-hand side. It got tipped, so icing his way. Puck comes down in the corner. Fernase will grab it. He'll come back down in the corner for Inachi. Reisner is there. He'll chip it back up the blue line. We got a penalty being called. Hooking on Reisner with 33.3 seconds remaining. Sorry, 33 seconds remaining in the Milton penalty. So that will put it 4-on-4 for 33 seconds. Face off down and to the left. Lambert up on the boards. Puck is sent back into the corner. Lambert will grab and curl back down. Trying to feed Rakowskis. He springs up. In tight down low. Crenshaw scores! With 11 seconds remaining on the original penalty. That was Lambert that sprung him right at the 12:21 mark of the second period. Rakowskis was hunting high in the neutral zone. Lambert put the brakes in to go deep in the zone to pull people over and sprung him with a beauty pass on the blue line. And Rakowskis with that big stride gets inside, makes no mistake with that shot tucked up tight and opens the scoring. Milton's penalty is now over. They'll be on the power play for 1:21. 2 will go high in the zone. Puck comes up to the neutral zone. Bounces high in the slot. We'll clear it out and down. We'll get fresh legs on. Milton down around the back of the net. Fissel will try and break up the play. Puck squirts ahead on them. Milton in the neutral zone. Drop it, they leave it. They'll come down the left-hand side. Firing towards the net. Quick shot in on net. Shovel down. Scrambled to blue ice. 44 seconds. The bench is getting a little bit hot over there because I think it was a Hiltz went down in the crease and was on the puck. Kind of knew he was on the puck and made it look like I didn't know where the puck was and laid on it. Hiltz sailed down in the corner. Puck comes back. Hiltz will go back the other way with it. They'll fire it around the back of the net the other way. Fissel will get there first. And he will clear it up and down the ice. 30 seconds remaining on the penalty to Reisner. Fernase will go down on the forecheck. Fernase breaks up the play. Stacey gets a piece of it in the neutral zone. They do not get a clean entry. Puck slides it down in the corner. Hilty will pin it in the boards. Puck comes high in the zone. Quick shot, loose puck, rebound, big save by Ralph. Stacy will come down through the neutral zone. He'll go wide to the right side, cuts to the middle. Quick shot in on net, not held on the rebound. They'll peel it off. We're back to even strength. Puck comes high in the zone. Delayed offside. Milton can't touch it. We'll get a chance to get set. Harvey's got the right-hand side. He'll cut through the middle. He will fire it down deep. Around the back of the net. Kenty will go in one side. Stacy will go on the other. They'll break it up down in the corner. Into the feet. Broken up. Kenty, high slot, quick shot, deflected, up and over the net, down in the corner. Harvey will slide it back down in the corner for Kenty. Quick shot, loose puck, rebound, in front, another shot, score! Harvey chases his own rebound. And at the 9:39 mark, Harvey adds on a second goal off of his own rebound. They came out of the corner with good pressure, got the shot from the short side. The rebound came out sharp on the other side, and he chased it across the crease. Got to keep on your toes now. There is no backing up. You have got to keep layering on pressure. Bolicelli will fire it back up into the zone. Chotar breaks up the play in front of the bench. Bolicelli will go around the back of the net for Little. Little slides it up the middle for Financier. Financier with the break slides it up for Chotar up the middle. Broken up in the neutral zone. Little can't touch it as the puck slips in. They're on the delayed offside. Reisner will come back. The other side broken up now. Back in the neutral zone again. Policelli will dump it up. And Milton grabs it and they'll dump it in straight away. Far down the right side. Little will gather first. Wrapping around the boards.
It looks so good.
Center and pass from point blank. But Declan pulls nice and square and fundamental and gets that shot wrangled with no rebounds. If there's one thing I like about our goaltending, which is a lot of things I like about our goaltending, but my favorite thing is we don't give up many rebounds. If they got a chance of gathering that puck at all, we're like a vacuum. That just gets sucked up. There's no second chance opportunities. Sure, we got to face off down deep, but you're not having these scramble plays around the net. And that is exactly how we scored on the second goal, was off a scramble play from a rebound. It's tough too when you're not seeing a lot of shots to stay composed and in that place. Broken up on the breakout. Fissel will play it back. Declan putting pressure on the zone. Rakowski is trying to stay with it. He'll push them back behind their net. They knock off the puck. Good job there by Rakowski, keeping the pressure down low. Fissel moves it. Rakowski on the backhand. Quick shot. Loose puck. Rebound. And gathered up. Keep your push. Hey, boys. Do not take the bait. Do not take the bait. They're going to try and look, they're down by 2. They're going to try and rage bait you into silly penalties, and we cannot take that bait at all. The most important thing that we have right now going in our favor is that the longer this game goes, the more pressure they'll feel and the more composed that we can be playing through that while they start to lose their composure, better it is for us. Stay on your toes, play fast, hustle style hockey, and stay composed. Down deep in the corner, Ian Archie slides there in front for Kenty. Kenty trying to move it across the crease. Big hit there that Kenty had to absorb. Trying to keep that puck down. Puck slides up in the neutral zone. Broken up, turn back. They can't enter it. Now they get it down the left-hand side. Milton on the perimeter, down deep in the corner. They'll slide down the side of the net. Center pass out front on the backhand. Doesn't connect. High slot. Another shot knocked down. Kenty coming back the other way. Stays with it. Into the feet. Boys got tangled up with the blue line just inside. The momentum fell them inside the line for Kenty. Couldn't do anything about it. Puts the play offside. Face off right inside the blue line. Fanasi, Reisner, Stacy with Hilt and Hoagie. Stacy chips away, trying to get in tight. Down below the circle. He'll come back the other way. Puts the brakes on. Milton coming up the left-hand side. They'll put the puck in deep, side of the net. Ralphie will not let it come out in front. They're on the side of the net. Hogaboom will slide it ahead, high in the zone. Stacy chips it ahead, trying to catch up to it, but it's just out of reach. Broken up at the blue line. They come inside, but not in cleanly. Hoagie will turn. He backhands it, but he caught all of it and backhanded it up into the banners. Face-off will be down and to the left of Ralph. Lambert takes the draw. Milton wins it back to the blue line. Fired in deep. Tip is knocked down. Little will move it. Policelli off the boards. It gets deflected off a player. Slides up to the hash marks for Fissel. Fissel trying to feed it ahead, but the poke check breaks up the play. Milton will come up the left-hand side. Deep into the zone. Arm is in the air. Icing is the call at 6:16. Down deep in the corner, Fissel tries to play back to Little. Bouncing puck. Milton's away, 2-on-1. Down the left-hand side, Policelli broken up by Lambert on the cross-ice feed. Fissel gets a piece of it. Rakowskis trying to get up on the right-hand side. Breaker is broken up by Milton. Fed back into the zone. Policelli will get there first. He's got a man on. He'll knife it back to Little. Little trying to move it up. Down in the corner, loose puck. Tipped as a shot towards the net. Jim misses just on the far side. Center and pass out front. Loose puck and a huge save by Ralph. As that puck, it wasn't hard, but it was in the right spot, side of the net. And the puck is on the clearing attempt off the deflection, is up and over the glass with 5:25. And I told you, this thing is going to just be a battle. Face off down and to the right of Ralph. Kenty on the draw. Harvey will pick it up off the boards. He'll come down the right-hand side. He will dump it in deep. Kenty slides in, breaks it up. He'll come back for Hiltz. Hiltz will leave him for two. Fighting towards the net, broken up. Chotar curls with it. Up through the middle. Two will go off the boards. It gets fired in deep into the zone. Icing is the call, 4:55. That'll pull it all the way back down and into our zone. Face-off will be to the right of Ralph. Kenty's on the dot. Harvey and Chotar up front. Quick shot off the face mask of Ralph. Puck comes back up the blue line. Quick shot deflected. Down the back of the net. Milton sitting behind the goal line, trying to get that shot off, looking for an option. Hogaboom takes him into the boards. Broken up, it slides off into the corner. Kenty trying to move that puck up for Chotar. It comes high in the zone, but not out. Broken up at the hash marks.
Wait, Caleb, let me
Kenty gets a small piece of it. Milton will gather in the corner. They're trying to send that pass. Harvey will be there. He's going to slide it up into the zone for Kenty, but it was into the body. He'll slide it ahead, and it'll be icing as he had to get rid of it. Shot count is currently 11-10 in favor of Oakville. Shots were only 3-1 in the first. A lot more shot action here in the second period as the coaching directives are starting to trickle down. Fenacier working the end board. Center pass comes out front. Loose puck into the boards. All the way down. Inachi will try and give chase, but
It was tic-tacs. Calm down.
Milton might get there first.
I think someone's on ejected.
They do. Center pass out front. Milton. Pass is broken up. And there's a penalty being called. Roughing. I didn't see a roughing call. I was looking away, mind you, but I didn't notice a roughing call. Face off down and to the left of Ralph, so we're down 2 minutes. Down player for 2 minutes, sorry. Puck comes back up the blue line for Milton. Shot broken up, deflected wide of the net. Milton will take it into the corner. They'll go around the back of the net, tied up into the inboards. Broken up into the feet. Reisner will bang it off the boards, but it doesn't get into the zone. Turn back. Pressure there from down in the corner. Goes off a skate. Down around the back of the net. Milton trying to come out the other way.
Hey, get your hands on.
Puck comes high in the zone for Milton. Shot in towards the net. Loose puck. Policelli will fire it off the boards. Not out. Clearing attempt goes off to Petition, goes right in around the back of the net. Milton working the perimeter halfway through.
Oh my God,
Into the feet. Around the back of the net, center and pass. Comes back up the blue line. Squirts out the far side.
You're so blind. No, I went to the net.
We've been in our zone. We've been in our zone now for quite some time. The boys are starting to get a little bit gassed. The puck squirts out. We're going to get everybody on the bench right away. Fenacier will go in the forecheck. He'll go in and try and break it up. We got legs coming out right now, but they're coming up high on the left-hand side. Kingsley blocks that right away. Out front, quick shot. And Milton scores with 2:06 remaining in the second period. Milton scores. I don't know how much was left on the power play. Maybe 15 seconds. I didn't notice. It was down. It was really low. So just coming off the power play. Just about to come off the power play. Milton gets a power play goal to come back in within one. Puck is fired in deep into the end boards. Down around the hash marks. 2-1 goal, 2-1 games. Always tricky. 2-1 coming back the other way. Quick shot far side. Ralph with the toe save. Slides out in the neutral zone. Lambert. Puck squirts out. Delayed offside. They can't play it, so they leave it. Puck squirts out into the neutral zone. Easton trying to slide it up. He'll kick it over for Ing. Ing up for Rukowskis. It'll slide down in the corner. Fissel might get there first. He does by hair. He's got Rukowskis down in the corner. Feeds it over to him. Center pass out front. Lambert tried to pull the quick shot off. Couldn't pull the trigger. Puck is up on the blue line. Not out. That's a fair. That did not cross the line, I don't think, but it's called offside. It danced on the line for sure. You know, with my eagle eye and perfect perspective, being up at the top of the stands and slightly skewed to the left. Maybe I didn't get that right. Face off, just inside the line, right in front of the bench. Won by Milton. They'll come up the left-hand side. Play is broken up in the neutral zone. Into the feet. Stacy will move it forward. Gets turned back. Denied entry. Puck slides ahead. Inside 1 minute remaining in the first period. In the second period, sorry. Hilt will move up for Stacy. Pokemon will gather. Chip it off the boards and up and into the neutral zone. Gets sent back into the end boards. Icing will be the call. And we're going to get a face-off in their territory with 33.3 seconds left. Kenty's going to take the draw. Back to the blue line. Hogan with the shot goes off the body. Kenty slides in to give Stacy a hand. They're working the corner together. Gets into the feet. Puck goes in towards the side of the net. Broken up. Harvey moving the puck over. Puck comes up the blue line. Fired back in towards the net. And that's going to do it as the second period draws to a close. So no flood in this environment. It is a 10-15-15, so there's no flood, so it's just going to be a short break. So shots in the second period were 11 for Milton, 13 for Milton, and 10 for Oakville, for a total of 13-14 in favor of Milton. Overall, scores 2-1. Hi, sweetie. She's right there. See the big red hat? All the way over. Blue jacket, red hat. That's her granddad. He's with her. Sorry, just helping the kiddos along. So, final period of action coming at you. We're up by 1, 15 to go. It's a battle, folks. Puck is sent in deep. Did we just get called on a roughing call? Yep. Another one. I think that's I'd like to see the replay on that. We've played almost a full season of hockey, and I don't know that there's been 3 roughing calls all season, but suddenly there's 2 in the last 4 minutes. So we'll see. Puck is fired up, out over the blue line, all the way down. Fanasie's hustling. He might actually get there. He breaks it up enough to make them force the pass out up into the neutral zone. Broken up and sent to the perimeter. Quick shot goes off the boards, round the glass, high in the zone. Quick shot in on net, covered up. Oh, come on. Yeah, you cannot take those shots. You cannot take those kind of penalties. I talked about it earlier, but they're going to try and get under your skin because they're trying to agitate us in any way that you can. And if you make that shot after the whistle, they're going to call you. The referee has already shown that he's got a short whistle. You take that bait and we're going in the box. That's exactly what happened here. Composure is everything. So we're 3 on 5. Quick shot, nice save there by Ralph. We've got 1:15 till we get a body back. Work the perimeter as best you can.
Time 47 seconds into the third period.
Puck comes back to the blue line. Top of the circle. Center and pass out front. Quick shot. Misses on the far side. Lambert's going to get there. Can he get it out? Held at the blue line. They'll go far side. Down to the dot. 45 seconds till we get a body back. Center and pass. And they scored on the backdoor feed. At 13:28. That is the second power play goal they have scored on us. I suggest we stay to the box as much as we can. I don't know. Another penalty has been called. I don't know what the penalty has been called for. What's that? Oh, there was an unsportsmanlike call. I'm telling you guys, you got to get through this and you got to stay composed. And when you come back and you watch this game after the fact, composure, composure, composure. We had them where we wanted them. We've let them off the hook. Get it together, get back on your toes, let the penalties play out, do your best to fight them off, and then when we get this clock back in order, we have got to stay composed and finish this game properly. Pushing them back in. We got 1 minute and 4 seconds till we got a body left. Okay, 1 minute and 4, boys. 1 minute and 4. Cut to the middle. There we go. That'll kill 20 seconds right there. Stay composed. Milton coming down the left-hand side. Broken up. Center and pass. Broken up on the blue ice. Milton sets up down low. Around the back of the net. Side of the net. Play is broken. Wachowskis might get loose. He's fast. He's got some space down the right-hand side. Quick shot. Holgerboom goes down, breaks it up. 20 seconds till we get a body back. Broken up. Play comes down over the blue line. They'll go down and come back up to the blue line. High slot. Can't turn the play. Quick shot off the side of the net. Door comes open. One man comes back into the play. Quick shot, center and pass is broken up. They can't pull the trigger. The door was open. They'll chip it off the boards. We got 25 seconds till we get back to even strength. And whatever you do, just fight for it. You have to fight for it. Milton coming down the left-hand side. They'll feed it ahead into the wing. This game is getting to be a little bit heated. You can feel it. Top of the blue line. Puck is bouncing high in the slot. We'll clear it ahead. Lambert will gather. He'll slide it back in. Back to even strength. We've killed off the 5-on-3. 11:20 remaining in the game in this tied first semifinal game. Center and pass out front, and Milton scores off a deflection out front. Now guys, you dug this hole, dig yourself out of it, and you got to do it with hustle. It is the only way. You have got to fight, and you've got to fight with hockey sense and hustle. Milton's got wind in their sails right now, and you have got to take it out. Up the middle for Kenty. Kenty will slide it across for Harvey. Puck slides ahead. Milton picks it up on the left-hand side. Broken up. They get inside on the poke check. Broken up as Kenty does a good job on the back check. Inachi coming down the left-hand side. He gets inside down low. Off the window. Puck slides out. Length of the ice. Icing will be the call at 10:25. Fanasi on the dot. He'll come back to the blue line. Quick shot in on net. Fanasi gives chase to the open corner. Reiser steps in to give him a hand. Puck scores around the other side. They turn back. Milton comes up off the window. 2-on-1 coming back the other way. In tight down low. Reiser trying to get inside on the bank pass on the way out of the zone. Bank pass off the boards, picked up in the neutral zone. Bouncing puck for Milton. They'll fire it into the open corner. High off the window. Milton down in the corner. They'll drop it off. Puck comes up, they'll get it out of the zone. Milton just scored on a long-range shot. I don't know, I think it touched something and changed direction and slipped into the top of the net.
Oh, no goal.
Okay, so it did touch something. It was a high stick touch. That's why it went in. Okay. Rakowski's down low, in tight, quick shot. All right. .909 remaining in this one-goal game in favor of Milton. Lambert off the draw, puck comes out. Up in the neutral zone, Milton coming back the other way. Rakowskis turns with some steam. He's got some room. Cuts to the middle, quick shot. Block it away, center pass in front, rebound. Oh, the door was open. Down in the corner, backhanded, down into the corner. Rakowskis works it around the end boards. Gets knocked off his stick by Milton. They'll come up the blue line, fired it in deep again. Puck slips out, off the window. Icing is coming at you at 8:26.
It actually touched something. I didn't see it until I lost the fucking air.
Face off to the left of Milton. Kenty on the draw. Puck comes up to the blue line. Kenty, bottom of the circle, center and pass. Oh! They're going to talk about it. They're trying to figure out if it went in before the net came off, and they're going to talk about it. He waved him over right away. He's not sure. He's going to concur. Waiting on a ruling. Kenty put it in.
I have a replay! I have a GoPro! Why is he calling it off?
They called it off. Because they're saying the net came off first. So that's 2 disallowed goals in the last 3 minutes. I'd like to see the replay on that one. Kenty will take the draw. Puck comes back into the feet. Puck goes down in the corner. Milton will curl back around the net. High in the zone, Harvey, quick shot, goes off a leg. High in the zone, chipped out. Kingsley will go across ice for Harvey. Harvey down the left-hand side, trying to get inside. Kenty will gather. Trying to feed it across for Chotar. Kingsley will go high in the zone. Harvey will pick it up. He'll come down the left-hand side. They had to leave it alone. It was a delayed offside. Milton deep in their zone. They'll go off the window. Broken up. Slides deep into our zone. Easton will get there first. Around the back of the net. Into the feet. Lambert will pick it up and keep the puck going and forward momentum. Again, denied entry. And now an icing call on Milton at the 7:10 mark. Will pull the puck all the way down. Shots are 19-17 in favor of Oakville. Sorry, in favor of Milton, apologies. Lambert on the draw. Milton down around the back of the net. They'll chip it off the glass. Hogaboom will pinch down. Puck comes back up the blue line, into the feet. Hogaboom will fire that puck into the open corner. Sent back deep in the zone. Fistel and Rakowskis, they'll come back the other way. Play to the open corner, puck is loose, bottom of the circle, center and pass. Skips all the way through. Lambert will come back up for Hogaboom at the blue line. Doesn't reach him, gets into the feet. Broken up. Hilty will get there first. He'll bang it off the boards. And it goes off a glove and into the bench at 6:24. Face off to the right of Ralph. Gets sent back down in the corner. Hogaboom will take it around the back of the net. He'll slide up for Iannacci. Fonacier has the poke check. Hogaboom will go off the glass. Bouncing puck. Gets inside. Rolls ahead. Milton will come behind the zone. Doesn't get out. Fired in towards. Loose puck. Hiltz will go over for Iannacci. He has the poke check it down in the corner. Back up for Hogaboom at the hash marks. Not out, sent back in deep. Reisner come into the boards. Fonacier steps in to give him a hand. Reisner comes out the other side, trying to center that pass. Broken up, knocked down. Hiltz will get a piece of it. They don't get out clean, and now Milton comes back the other way. They'll fire it in deep all the way down. 5.5 minutes remaining in regulation. Hiltz will go out the far side. He's got some space. Pushed ahead in the zone. Hogaboom. Deep for Harvey. Kenty comes in to give him a hand. Stacy, shot goes off a leg. Broken up. Milton slides ahead in the neutral zone. Picked up. Harvey gets a piece of it. Loose puck in the neutral zone. Goes back the other way. Little will bang it off. Hits the leg of the referee. Harvey sweeps the puck down in the corner. Sweeps over to the open wing. 4.5 minutes remaining. Stacey picks up the puck. He'll drop it at the blue line. Cross ice speed for Policelli. Policelli fires it in. Loose puck. Rebound side of the net. Loose puck. Scores! Oh no, it didn't go in. It was right on the blue line. I thought they had it. The door was open. Quick shot. Fired across. Up to the blue line. Policelli Quick shot in on net, hits the side of the net. 4 minutes remaining in this 1-goal game. Kenty down in the corner. Puck is pinned in against the end boards. Back up blue line for Policelli. Quick shot in on net, loose puck. And it is held. The shots are now 20-20. Back to the blue line off the draw. Sent it around the back of the net. Rukowskis will get first touch. Into the corner. Center pass in for Lambert. Quick shot. Doesn't make it through. Fissel trying to work it. Off the boards. Come back up the blue line. Not out. Engel fired in. Tipped. Ooh, just wide. Fissel back of the net. And it was a high stick touch. We touch it next, so that pulls it outside the line. I do believe that was the call. 3:21 remaining in the third. 3-2 is the score. Milton wins the draw. It goes high up the boards. They'll bang it all the way down. Icing is the call. That'll give us a deep zone face-off. Lambert on the draw. Fissel gets a piece of it. Plays broken up at the boards. Into the feet. Two helps hold the line. Puck is loose. Lambert in his feet. Fissel gathers. Now it's shot down the length of the ice. Icing again is the call. 3 minutes flat. We'll pull that back and to the left of the Milton goaltender. Fresh legs out for both sides. It'll be Kenty up front, Harvey left side, Fonacier right side with Hoagie and Hiltz. Loose puck. Puck comes back up the blue and it bounces. Man on, man on, man on! Milton retreats. And they fired it right into the bench. That's going to be a face-off. In Milton territory, just inside the blue line. No, just outside the blue line. Quick whistle, they're going to toss the center, I believe. Puck comes back. Cross ice feed is broken up. Hiltz will pick it up down around the back of the net. He'll slide it ahead for Kenty. Kenty's going to try and skate it up the right-hand side. Puck goes into the zone. Milton's going to try and protect this as best they can, so we're going to have to fight for possession here. Puck comes back up the blue line. Milton down the right-hand side. They will dump it in deep. Lambert's going to slide it back over for Fonacier. Fonacier back over. It gets picked off. Center and pass out front. Got to be smart with the puck here, boys. Holgerboom will go off the window and up into the neutral zone as we're inside 2 minutes. Holgerboom will gather. Fan on the breakout. We get turned back into our zone. Hilty. We'll leave it. Holgerboom will gather. We got a minute and a half. Got to get on our horse. We got to get on our horse. I'm waiting to see if we pull our goalie here. Puck is loose, comes all the way down. Icing will be the call. And I imagine we'll pull our goaltender right off the face-off here. We're going to call a timeout with 1:15 remaining in this one-goal game. Shots are 22-21.
Oakville calls the timeout with 1:15 on the clock.
It's been a good game of hockey, but that stretch of penalties and a couple of calls there put us in a bad spot and opened the door up to a game that we had a stranglehold on. And in playoff hockey, you cannot let people back into games. Otherwise, you end up exactly where we are right now. At the hash marks. We hold the line, in tight, down low. Quick shot, oh, couldn't get it to the net. Off the boards, at the blue line. Puck comes out, down over, the net goalie is pulled. And they pick up the empty net. Goal at 54. We're inside the last minute of play here. Sent back down into our territory, down around the back of the net. Fissel up to the neutral zone. He'll come around the outside. "20 seconds remaining. Rukowskis, bottom of the goal. Center pass out front. Was right there. Fissel fires the puck, it pops up in the air, slides over in the corner, 5 seconds remaining. Tied up in the corner, and that's going to do it. Time expires, and Milton. Lots of pushing and shoving. Got to be careful, guys. You got to remember that we play again in 2 days, and suspensions can be handed out after the game. Final shot count on the day was 23-21. 4-2 was the final score. So as we look ahead, we can see now our next game is going to be March 19th. That's going to be at Joshua Creek, right? Joshua Creek, that'll be Thursday, March 19th, 6:30 p.m. We'll be at home hosting game number 2, trying to even this series after letting this one off the chain. So till then, boys got some work to do. They'll watch some tape. They'll go back and lick their wounds a little bit and come out ready to gunsling on the next one. Till then, swing by our Instagram feed at Oakville Rangers U14A 2012 score _2025 or our YouTube feed at Oakville Rangers U14A. Thank you once again, Daryl, for putting all this together right here on FSN, the home of your Oakville Rangers. We will chat soon. Try and get some sleep, and we'll reset and do this all again on Thursday. Until then, we will chat soon. Enjoy the rest of your day.